welcome back to Tone Bogans. I'm hoping this is going to be a really short episode because there's not a lot to say about these kind of pedals. We've got a couple of AB boxes for you. This one has volume on it, which is very cool because you can go guitar effects chain and then 2 outputs. And I use this, so one is DI and one is microphone for the amp. I use it for Tone Bogans, like this is the secret. I'm not doing separate takes every time. I'm doing one take and I'm switching between mic and DI just so that you know what it sounds through via both of those things. You can, it's very sneaky, this pedal is sneaky. You can actually plug in 2 guitars and send them to the same input, so either an amp or a DI, but that would be really cool for stage. So if you're playing in a pub band and you swap between, say, 2 guitars, you only have 2 inputs on this, so 2 is a good number. You don't have to stuff around with cables. You can just grab your guitar and press this little switch. It does have power, but that's only running the LED. And actually the LED is cool because it's one of those multi ones, it goes between red and green, so it tells you what channel you're on. But I don't even plug it into that. Kind of like, oh, which one's it? Oh, yep, that's the one I want. But, you know, if you want to know what it is, you can chuck a battery in there or you can plug it into power. Off you go. It's very, very handy. This one, it's very similar. It actually has 3 separate LEDs in this one. It doesn't have the volume, which is unfortunate, but what it does have instead is, unlike that one, you can play both outputs at once. So you can toggle between, or you can toggle so you've got 2 simultaneous outputs at once. You have to be very careful with that because if you are doing mic and DI at the same time, you probably don't actually want to do that for demos. I did it and it kind of sounded bad, so I prefer to toggle with the other one, and I'm not sure why it sounded bad. It's obviously something of my doing further along in the chain, but it kind of like had this weird crossover, so we'll skip that. It kind of like, yeah, but I don't know what it was. We'll skip. Don't worry, forget I mentioned it. Don't stress. What I like to use this for is I have this weird setup, and if you've been reading my descriptions, you'll see that for some of my pedal setups, I'm using a stereo pedal, but then I'm using it to kind of like split my chain as well. So from one of the outputs, I've got like a whole nother delay unit, a whole nother reverb unit, you know, other stuff cascading off, and then I might have similar out of like the mono left side as well. This is replacing that. So I've got 2 chains. I've got like a main chain, and then I have this noisy chain that gives me like texture, and yeah, I don't really know how to describe it actually without giving away the secret, but a lot of my stuff, particularly with the Cycles EP, used like dual chains. That's what this pedal is doing. I'm going to need to wrap up this episode now because I'm losing my voice, which is very exciting for you guys. So, very, very handy pedals to have. Not sure how I'm going to demo it. I'll worry about that in the future. That's future Sarah's problem. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and subscribing. I will see you very soon for a little bit more interesting pedal. But thank you, and goodbye.